Hello there, my friend. It is Lo, and this is your new episode of Lo on the Go. Today, I'm in Tribeca in Lower Manhattan, which is on my regular walking route. And we are meeting up with my friend Laney Crowell, who is the founder of Saie. A lot of people know Saie. It's a very cool makeup line. And it really is like a breakthrough makeup line. I feel like it's hard to be in the makeup category and to launch something that is really cool and interesting. But Laney has done it. So we're meeting up with her. Her office is around here somewhere. Her office is beautiful. I've never been. I'm gonna finish my little squats on my arms and we're gonna go find her, okay? Let's go. Whew, all right, everybody. I'm a little winded from all of my squat action this morning, but I see Laney. So let's go get her. I can't wait to play with makeup today. I'm very excited. Laney.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you? Good. Is your office down here?
Yeah, we're so close.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
just
like let's
hanging
go.
out in the sunshine?
We're just getting some sunshine and I was gonna head to the office.
Okay. Do you want to just go now?
Let's walk there?
Yeah.
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 Get you some makeup?
Okay. I will never say no to makeup.
Never.
How are you doing? You in the city today?
I'm so good. I'm like so happy the sun is shining.
I know,
I'm so happy
finally.
to see you.
I'm so curious with people who operate really groundbreaking companies, like where they get a lot of their creativity and creative ideas from.
I get so much of my inspiration from traveling. Like I feel like when I travel, like all of a sudden all my senses wake up.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just noticed that like when I travel, like all the things are brighter. Like I come into the city every week and I even like that.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're not in the city full time?
No, I live in Sag Harbor. I live in the Hamptons full time. Everyone thinks I live in LA.
Everyone thinks I live in LA too. But I don't. But that's nice. I love Sag Harbor.
I love Sag Harbor, and then I love that like change of pace and like the energy shifts, and like I just get so invigorated when I come into the city. And I see my team. You're gonna meet them in a second.
I know. I'm excited to see the office. I saw photos in some incredible spread.
Yeah, we got a nice little architectural digest.
So fun.
It was like it was a bucket
Congratulations.
list moment.
Well, it seems like everything is going very well right now, at least from the outside. And I will caveat and say, I know as a fellow founder, people say that to me all the time, and it's not going good all the time.
One of my favorites. Okay, so I started Saie like right before COVID.
Yeah.
And we moved out to Sag Harbor, and all I did every day was walk and listen to how I built this. And one of the episodes I'll never forget, I think it was Danny Myers said, if you don't like solving problems, don't start a business, because all business is solving problems.
All day, every day.
And I think about that all the time when I have to solve a problem. I'm just like, oh, I'm like, no, this is what it is. I signed up for this.
Don't you like solving problems though?
I like solving problems.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do.
But like when I ever get frustrated or feel stressed, like I just remind myself like this is what it is.
Yeah, true. I think it's when you're on like your 9th problem of the day and they're all compounding and they're all seemingly connected is when it can get tough emotionally, I
Or
think.
like for me, there's like different departments. Like there's certain problems I don't mind solving. Like I love like the influencer and the social, like I love
all that stuff.
all of that stuff. And like, I would say operations are probably my least favorite problems to solve.
I understand.
I don't love supply chain.
I actually really like the regulatory angle of my business. And a
that's
little bit of the ops.
interesting.
Yeah. Because we make, some of our products are considered cosmetic, but not like makeup, but like our, intimate wash and stuff like that. So we have cosmetic and then supplement. So both are regulated by the FDA, but like wildly different rules. And it's been really like a super interesting education for me since day one of how to appropriately manage the business. And as you know, it's like as you get bigger, like all of that stuff starts to matter more and more. But yeah, those are some of my favorite problems to
the
solve.
consequences are bigger.
Yes.
I think about that too, because it's like for us like a little thing where like, oh, the component's not right.
Yeah.
The formula's not evacuating properly.
Yeah.
In the past, oh, well, that wasn't that big of a deal. You just switch out the component.
Right.
Now switching out a component is a huge, huge deal.
Yeah, now that you're at every Sephora, like
I know.
Changing one tiny thing
every
is
Sephora,
like the end of the world.
every Sephora and Sephora at Kohl's.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
The Sephora at Kohl's are so beautiful. They are, I think, over 1,000 locations.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, so we just got our first tube. You have to go check it out. I'm so proud of it.
You did?
It looks so beautiful, and we
Like live today?
live like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, so like the rollout is happening.
The rollout is happening.
I'm going to Sephora Union Square after this to try to find a new sunscreen.
Okay.
And so I will go check it out and send you photos.
I'm pretty sure we have one. I also will give you a slip tip when we get to the office.
So I'm looking for a mineral sunscreen.
We only do mineral at Saie.
Oh. Okay, so every mineral sunscreen I've tried, makeup is not compatible with. It sucks.
Well,
It, like,
ours
flakes
is tinted, so you get
Ah.
both your protection, your moisture.
Like I've always just used the sunscreen that I liked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of Korean sunscreens I like.
Yeah.
But the one that I've been using, you can't even get in the US anymore because thanks to a regulatory issue,
Yeah.
they're like, sorry, like you can't get the sunscreen in the United States anymore.
I did just stock up on sunscreen in Paris because they do have beautiful sunscreens. But ours, because it's mineral, which means that it's zinc oxide,
Yeah.
it like literally physically blocks the sun from hitting your skin versus
okay.
a chemical which absorbs into your skin.
Oh, interesting.
And so as someone who's really sensitive skin, very acne prone skin, I can only use mineral.
Oh,
And
interesting.
also better for the environment.
Okay.
Um,
I read that it just mineral sunscreen just like sits on top of
yes.
your skin.
Yeah, it's a physical block
And
of the
that's
sun.
why like makeup doesn't work great with mineral sunscreen.
Yes. Try ours. I'm,
Okay.
I'm excited for you to try
Great,
ours.
what a day. I literally am sunscreen shopping today.
You've manifested it.
And here we go. We
Yeah.
get to try a brand new one. But I am going to go to Sephora. I will take a picture for you
Okay.
because I love it when like my friends and family members or wherever they are and they're like,
Same.
they're
love
like, your
that
end cap
too.
looks like shit.
You're like, I'm always like when they send me a photo and they haven't arranged the logos forward.
Seriously.
I'm like, guys,
My mom goes to
lend me
Target
a hand.
all the time and fixes our labels, fixes the bottles, and she's like, you're out of wipes at this location.
Do you guys have a field team?
We have like field services that we hire.
Okay.
So like different agencies and stuff. We often have teams go in, especially if it's like, okay, we have like a full end cap versus just like a tray or
Yep.
whatever. If it's like a big activation, we will send in a team. But because we're supplements, like we don't have like field sales teams. We're just different in that way. You know what I mean?
Are you surprised in the process by how much you love business?
By how much I love business?
Yeah.
I feel like I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Even when I was still on the hills.
Yeah.
I wanted to always make stuff or make something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like create something out of nothing, something I could hold in my hand. And I've always been makeup and beauty obsessed. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll start with nail polish or something like that. And I even went so far as to like work with a contract manufacturer and get a bunch of colors.
Really?
And then, and then I was really focused on cooking. I've always been really passionate about cooking.
Same. I love to cook. I don't have any time anymore though.
I know what you mean. I agree. Coming off the hills, I think I was like nervous because I was like, my background's in entertainment. I grew up on TV. My next job should be a TV job. So I was super
You went to
passionate about
culinary
food.
school?
Went to
That's
culinary
so cool. It's one of
school.
my like things I really want to do.
Oh, it's so fun. It was like the best time of my life. And was talking with like Food Cooking Network to do a cooking show. And then of course they changed their mind after. They're like, like we're going a different direction on talent. And then all my dreams were dashed. Do you know what I mean? So then I thought, okay, I cannot work in entertainment. As it turns out, there is no steady paycheck. There's no job security. And that for me is not a comfortable way of living. Not that being an entrepreneur and starting a business is either. But I just thought,
you're in more control.
but I just thought I have to be in control of my own destiny. And so that's when I started thinking about, again, like what kind of business can I start? At the time I was dealing with all of these like really terrible health issues and couldn't solve them. And so I made that my mission. I was like, okay, I have these like vaginal health issues, gut health issues, hormonal health issues that I'm dealing with. I'm not having a lot of luck. Like, try to find the solutions for these problems. And that is what Love Wellness became ultimately. Okay, I'm just letting myself into your office.
Come on in.
Welcome to Saie HQ.
It's beautiful.
I'm so excited to show you everything. This is like our home.
This is amazing. You guys just redid it, right?
Well, yeah, we just designed it. We worked with this incredible group that helped us have it be as sustainable as possible. So
love
lots of
it.
vintage, natural fabrics. This is Team
Hi,
Saie.
everybody. Hello.
We reused things. We just tried to have like, these are vintage.
Yeah, gorgeous.
And I just wanted like a really warm feel that like kind of was like almost like a living room.
You mean a place that's
Yeah.
actually nice to be at when you're
Right?
at work?
Like a place that you want to come to every day.
It's sort of like work from home, but all the time if it feels like home,
Oh, I love that.
right?
Maybe that's why everyone comes so much, because we don't even have set days.
Oh,
You
wow.
can just come or not come, but everyone comes.
That's so nice. Yeah. What a relaxed founder you are.
I tell them that all the time.
Well, it's true. I mean, if your schedule is just like come or don't come, that's
come
pretty
or don't
nice.
come.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is like clearly a huge accomplishment. And what year of the business are you on now? If you started right before COVID,
Year 5.
that's amazing. I feel like it takes normally to like year 9 or 10 to get to here. Do you know what I mean?
We call it Saie Speed, and I didn't even really realize it. And then people started joining the business, and they were like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah.
They were like, "You guys work at hyper speed."
Yeah.
And it's just become kind of like who we are. Like we just naturally are like, "Let's get it, let's go."
Yeah. It's amazing to see. How did you start the business? Like, what is your origin story? Because I have to say, we're living in the time of celebrity makeup lines, and that's what's breaking through. And like, they're great, but I think it's really interesting to see your brand grow so quickly. And the products are incredible, but how did you do it? You do have a beauty background, you said.
I do. So I think it's really interesting what you said, because I totally agree. It's like the time of celebrity or makeup artist or celebrity
Yes.
makeup artist. I just love beauty. I've always loved beauty. Like I remember being probably in 3rd or 4th grade and buying Allure. Amber Valletta was on the cover. It was so iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought it home, and my dad was like, "I do not think you should be reading this." Like he, my family was very big into the outdoors. I think we wore exclusively Patagonia. Like my family is not in fashion and beauty. I've been in love with beauty and fashion, I feel like my whole life. So that was exactly what I wanted to do after college. I was like, this is my dream. I'm going to work in magazines. I'm going to be on the editorial masthead. I moved to New York. I didn't know anybody. I worked my way in, and then it was just like, oh, print isn't doing that well. So I went online, and very quickly Estee Lauder called and recruited me to help launch their digital social media influencer, like all of that. It was incredible. I worked there for 5 years. It was like I got my MBA basically. But as I told you, like I have really sensitive skin. I have really acne prone skin. I would say my whole self is sensitive. Like I got really interested in wellness, and this was kind of before people were even using that word wellness. It was just this conversation around nutrition and meditation. And so I left corporate with just this big idea of like, what if beauty was better? And I meant that from like a 360-degree way. And I started a blog to have the conversation, because I love content, I love storytelling. And I started interviewing people. That community just grew very naturally. It was very niche. It was very niche. But that community said like very clearly, here's exactly what's missing from the market. Here's what you should make. And my hypothesis was like, let me bring all of this big beauty expertise over to clean. When that expertise wasn't there. We make all of our formulas with the best of the best chemists and labs and ingredients, like really bringing those luxury formulas to clean. And I think that even though I'm not a celebrity, even though I'm not a makeup artist, I think that's what has helped us break through, because the formulas are so special.
Yeah, combined with the business expertise, right?
Well, that's why I asked you about the business part, because I think that has been a surprise for me, is how much I love the business side of it. The idea of makeup being good for your skin seems so simple, but yet it's very revolutionary when you think back to just even 5 years ago. Like, there was never a conversation about makeup being truly good for your skin.
Yeah.
Or even making your skin better, which is what Saie does.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I keep waiting for the clean movement to come to my category and for people to realize that like they shouldn't be taking like gummy vitamins and eating sugar and like all their body care like stuff that they're like putting on their private parts like shouldn't have fragrance and all this stuff in it. So I keep waiting for like the wake up to happen because it has certainly happened in beauty, and it has completely shifted the conversation and allowed for incredible products like the ones that you make to become mainstream and to really like drive the market in an entirely new direction, which I think is very cool. And ultimately, if they're better for us, that's the best part of it at the end of the day, right?
And we all invest so much in our skincare. We all want our skin to look amazing.
I'm obsessed.
You know, to then put makeup on your skin that's dehydrating your skin, damaging your skin, like that just never made sense to me. And I think those are just like, you had like when you have that aha moment of like, oh, that makes no sense. No matter what category you're in, to me, that's like the moment where you know you have something that's exciting.
I couldn't agree more. So to people who are listening, if you are considering starting a business, if you're in the that makes no sense place with your product or what you're struggling with, then you're definitely onto something.
Exactly. If something makes no sense, follow that.
Yes, absolutely. Follow that trail 100%. So what is it, I heard that you guys, that there's a list of 2,000 ingredients that you don't put into your products. Is that accurate?
Yes, we have a very strict no list. I get way more excited about the ingredients we do use versus the ones that we don't. I think, you know, you look at the EU, lots outside the US, most places have a lot of regulation.
Yeah.
I get more excited about the ingredients we are using, because when you don't have the fillers, you don't have the silicones, and you choose to formulate with the really nourishing ingredients, that's where like the unlock for me is of like, oh, I'm putting jojoba esters and licorice root extract and shea butter. Like, you can really be nourishing your skin really deeply through our formulas.
So you're like including skincare ingredients in the makeup formulas. Yeah.
Someone on our team who started in skincare, when she joined, she was like, I'm reading your ingredient list and they read like skincare. And then we just add a little bit of pigment at the end.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you drive all the product innovation? Like, I know that you do a little bit of everything, but what are you most passionate about?
Most passionate about? I feel like where I get the most excitement is definitely around marketing. I love storytelling. I love formulations, I love products, but that's not my expertise. I have an incredible product development team. All of my teams are amazing. I love the Saie family so much, but I would say where my expertise comes in is definitely in the storytelling of like, how is somebody interpreting this story from us? Like, to me, that's always like the most important question to ask yourself is, if I'm standing there and I'm hearing this and I'm a consumer, I'm a community member, or I've never even heard of Saie before, how am I interpreting that story? Does it make sense to me? Does it excite me? Does it make me want to buy this? Does it make me want to be part of this community? I think that's where I get the most excited.
Well, your marketing is very impressive. I'm always like, who's doing the marketing?
You know what?
It's Laney.
It's all in-house.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we do everything from casting our shoots, producing our photo shoots, everything.
So you're super hands-on with all of that stuff.
I have an amazing team, but I do love that. Yeah. Those are the meetings where I'm like, yep, I'm making that one.
Yep, I'm making that meeting. I'm curious to circle back to the formulations and to the ingredients, because I have like a personal curiosity, because on, you know, a lot of the products, I'm like pretty deeply entrenched in the formulation part of it, because I love that part of the business. When you guys moved away from a bunch of these kind of classic makeup ingredients that are not necessarily good for you, was like the formulation tough? Do you know what I mean? I imagine everything like breaks in the lab trying to come up with something totally new.
Our product developer that we launched the brand with, she said it's the Olympics of product development, let's say, because she said it takes me the same amount of time to make one Saie product as I used to be able to make an entire collection.
Wow.
Because we are so incredibly thoughtful and meticulous about our ingredients. When you put on a foundation which is full of silicones, which most are, because that's how you get that beautiful lay down, that's how you get that really slippy texture. You wash your face, the foundation goes down the drain, those silicones never ever go away. Those are in our water stream forever. The plant-based silicone alternatives, which didn't exist when I started working on Saie, they're also hydrating for your skin. So by making this, creating this demand, the raw ingredient suppliers are creating better alternatives because we're asking for them and the consumer's asking for them.
Yeah.
And that's where like voting with your dollar really like the dots all connect.
Yeah, the downstream effect of all of
Yeah.
this stuff starts to like become clear in your mind. Yeah, that's really, really interesting. Congratulations on everything. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course. A couple questions before we go into myth and truth.
Okay.
Because anytime I'm with a founder, I want to know their founder secrets because it's really hard to run a business. And so what is your lifestyle practice? Because for me, as my business has gotten more mature and my work is like so focused on just work every single day, I have had to like really tone down like going out, drinking, all of these things. I live like a much more quiet life because my work honestly just demands it. So like I'm curious what your day-to-day life looks like, and I know that you're a mom.
Yeah, so I had my second baby like maybe 6 months after Saie started.
Oh, wow.
So for me, like I just have to like slow it down. Like when that happens, I just slow it down. I don't drink very rarely. And if I do, like I'll have like a half of a cocktail or a quarter of a cocktail and I'll have it earlier in the day so that I don't disrupt my sleep. Because if my sleep is disrupted, then that's when everything just like falls apart. Like I don't perform at work the next day. I'm foggy. I'm not a great mom. So, you know, for me, my mornings are with my kids. I try to be really present with them. My new thing is I just try not to even have my phone around my kids. I leave it in my bedroom. I'll check it afterwards. Like I don't need to be checking my phone every 5 minutes. And then I go to work and I try to just be really, really present at work, really present in each of my meetings. And then when the day is done, say probably around like 5:36, then I'm present with them. And if I have to go back to work at the end of the day, which is not a great wellness habit, but I do it anyways, because founder life, then I go back to work and I can get whatever done that I need to get done. I feel like there was a part of me for a while that felt envious of the founders that were not moms because they could work until 9 o'clock at night. They could work all weekend. They could go on all the trips. I don't
want to work until 9 o'clock at night. I want to go to bed.
And now I actually see it as such a blessing because it created just really good work habits for me. Like I'm efficient, I get it done. I'm really conscious about my time. I'm not messing around. Like I'm there to do my job, and I know that there's going to be an end of the day.
Yeah, I love that. Do you meditate or anything?
I love to meditate. If I'm honest, I don't meditate currently. I meditated before I had kids, and that is something that has gone. If I need to feel calm, I'll write in my journal. I feel like that works really well. I just like write out everything I'm upset about. And I try to go for a walk every day for an hour.
That's nice.
Which I can do on a conference call
You joined me on a little wellness walk today.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do a lot of walking too. I mean, living in the city and even in the Hamptons, I feel like it's so easy to get everywhere using your little feet. So why wouldn't you?
Right? It makes you feel so much better.
Yeah. And for me, I stopped like high impact exercise a couple of years ago. It just didn't work with my body. So I walk a lot, I do Pilates, and all those things like help calm my mind for sure. I always feel better after a walk. All right, I think it's time for myth or truth.
Let's do it.
I only have 2 questions for you today.
Okay.
The first myth or truth question is, all chemicals in beauty products are bad.
Myth.
Explain.
I was going to say false, but then I was like, wait, no, it's myth or truth. Well, I mean, water is a chemical. Like, it depends on like how you define chemical.
But that is like
Yeah.
the education that people need to understand, right? Because I feel like in clean beauty, like in any product, right, that you put on your body, the clean movement has also made people afraid of quote unquote chemicals. Like, they read an ingredients list, they're like, oh my God, this like has like a long crazy name, like I should be afraid of whatever that is. And so I'm curious, like with your professional background, to kind of elucidate on that topic.
Well, we actually use a specialist. Her name is Gay Timmons. She's like the kind of Gandalf of clean makeup. She helps us develop our no list. She also reviews every single one of our ingredient lists. So I use an expert for this. And the way we're looking at it is around sensitivity. We're looking at, of course, like how your body's going to react to it. But that's why we talked about earlier, like I'm so much more invested in what we do put in our formulas versus what we don't.
Yeah.
And we do formulate our products for very sensitive skin, because I have very sensitive skin. So there's things that another brand that has very active ingredients in it might love that ingredient. But at Saie, we're going to stay away from that because it can be inflammatory.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is like people are starting to realize that there is really no such thing as a 100% natural product, and that like all clean doesn't always mean like all good.
Natural is not always good either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think like that's like what I'm trying
There's lots of plants that can be very irritating to your skin.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, my next myth or truth question: makeup is always self-care, not vanity.
Always? I don't know, but to me, makeup is self-care.
It is to me too.
Like it really helps me feel good at the beginning of the day to just spend 2 minutes on my makeup. Like I was showing you, like Glowy Super Gel Slip Tint Glossy Bounce, a little mascara 101, and I am a different person.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, mentally.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's really interesting being in the categories that we're in, because as a founder, like you clearly have a passion for the product that you create, right? And there's a emotional drive behind that. And like, even like in my business, people are like, oh, like you shouldn't use an intimate cleanser, like that's not necessary. But in the same way that some people may consider wanting to use makeup as a vanity type of thing, is like by not recognizing that that experience does exist for people, you're just invalidating the experience, right?
Yeah.
And that has been really frustrating to me in my business. It's like, well, why shouldn't you want to use a personal hygiene product? Like that is valid. Like that emotional desire to feel confidence in your body in the same way that you can feel confidence or really happy after you use makeup is valid. It's a valid human experience, right?
All emotions are valid in my book.
Yeah, totally. Okay, great answer. Thanks for having me. Thanks for meeting me for my little walk.
Thank you for coming to Saie. Thank you for the walk. I needed to get my steps in, so that was perfect.
It's like finally getting nice outside, and your office is beautiful. Congratulations on all the success.
And now you have your sunscreen.
And now I have my sunscreen. I'm delighted. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
That's a wrap on this episode of Low on the Go. New episodes drop every other Wednesday, so be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening or watching so that you don't miss out. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend, relative, coworker, or anyone looking to prioritize wellness. I am so grateful to have you here, and I'll see you next time. Take care.